What is that?
Ooh!
It's an anomaly.
Scrap metal.
Abductor.
Yeah, I don't think we want to get close to the abductor.
See if you can
don't know.
chainsaw him. Use your buzzsaw.
We've got the impact hammer. Maybe if we kill it, it's got the minigun.
Yeah.
It's running away.
Oh.
Get your car, run it
Gotta get
down.
the car.
Yeah,
what
hit
I'm
it with
doing.
your car.
It's too high.
Start blasting the
Seems like a
Simpson.
skill
Let's go.
issue.
Hit a ramp.
Crazy taxi.
God, the crazy taxi minigame in Yakuza 8 is so fucking good.
Okay, this is not an off-road car.
It's time to find some crazy garbage.
Yeah.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
That's
Uh-oh.
a tree.
pulled me against a tree. It was very rude.
It abducted you against a tree.
I don't see how I'm supposed to get at that
It
thing that's
abducted me
flying
24
around.
inches.
Unless... Oh, wait, shit.
Save gas in this
Put it
game by
in-
putting it in neutral and letting it just go downhill.
Ghost ride the whip through the exclusion zone.
Hey, come back here! God damn it. Alright, I think we're just gonna go
detecting a
into
real, like,
plasma
lack of interest in
generators.
eviscerating that abductor.
Oh,
It's back.
not-
I do wish it told you what gear you were in.
Yeah, like
does it?
it did before, but now it just uses symbols, and it's like, are you saying that the gear is in that now, or it will be in that when I hit the button?
We've also got a
Why can't I
door
go
open
backwards?
indicator.
Where?
Just on your dashboard.
Well, I don't see
The-
open doors. It might just be
the-
because the fucking...
Yeah.
Are we out of fuel?
You're in park.
No, now we're in park. Now we're in drive. We're not going anywhere.
Is he sitting on our butt? Is he holding us in place?
I don't think
No,
so.
okay.
He's just hanging out.
Is the car on?
I don't know. Why don't you go get into a 6 street fight and see if that helps?
There it goes.
Why does it move when I'm not in it?
Because it's...
Oh, okay, the
car
car
wasn't
wasn't
on.
on. But I was in it, and it wasn't like was it just assuming that my foot was on the brake the whole time?
I feel like that's the decision they would have made.
Alright, that's good car safety.
All right.
Like, if you get out, your foot is clearly not on the brake, so it goes into neutral, but...
You.
How much shit they taught us to do in driver's ed do you think they just don't bother teaching people anymore?
I wonder if they still do that gross video. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't...
That's it.
They were gonna show that one. For those of you playing along at home, the video in question is Red Asphalt. It's a recorded compilation of actual serious road injuries that is shown to some people during driver's ed in the United States.
Like me.
I say serious road injuries. I'm pretty sure deaths.
Oh yeah, graphic. There is like the famous one is when someone loses their head like halfway through. That's the one that I was warned about. So yeah.
I don't think I've seen that.
You know, it's just one of the American educational system's many edutainment snuff films.
Yes. Yes.
How many plasma cores do we need, and why are we collecting plasma cores? We need an antenna.
5, and I do not know. Oh Jesus.
I need more plasma cores.
You might want to break that sooner than
Guess
later.
I should find some scrap metal first.
Huh. I wonder if there's any
God
scrap
damn
metal
it.
here.
Oh, are you fucking... This is so bad.
Car's gonna explode.
I'm no scientist, but it looks to me like that abductor is made of scrap metal.
I'm rummaging around this trash can, and it looks like there might be some scrap metal.
I just want to see a car driving around covered in drywall. That's all I want now.
Be better to not drive the car up to this one.
You're dying.
Unfortunately,
Well.
it hit you instead of the car.
Well, looks like you're near one of the old Gorilla radio stations. That ought to be prime pickings for antenna parts. I've loaded its approximate location to your map. Look for an antenna tower up on a hill somewhere.
Yeah, I don't find the... I think I just turned the damn car off. I don't find the scavenger gameplay here all that
I mean,
interesting.
I guess if there is a criticism,
Versus
it is
what
that
I thought this was going to be, which was like much more spooky vibes and not... Oh,
It's-
there's weird anomalies and you gotta craft your fucking door.
that it is a linear experience, I think, might be a legitimate turnoff for anyone that's looking for a real
Yeah.
crafting experience, because it really is sort of
yeah.
like... Yeah.
Like a linear crafter is a hard sell, generally, I would think.
Yeah. Because it's not like you're able to just go wherever and then find proc-gen pits of resources that maybe have what you need or not. The game progresses in a very specific manner.
Yeah, like, when it comes to looting, not knowing what you're gonna get is a pretty big part of it. And, like...
That just
Also,
makes it
like-
a puzzle game.
Exactly. It kind of makes this feel like a series of fetch quests more than a real scavenging survival game.
It's like if Myst was exclusively about picking up scrap metal. The Myst remake is really good, by the way.
The what?
Oh, there's you can get first-person, like, 3D Myst and Riven.
I
in
heard
Unreal Engine 4.
Mystery Meg, not Mystery Make.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, the giant shark? I didn't know he was in a mystery flick.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
A Megalodon murder mystery.
What is
It was the
this?
Megalodon. Just spoilers
He did
for
it.
the Megalodon murder mystery. It was the Megalodon.
He did it.
The
I
poor
wanna get the
Megalodon's put in
Riven
charge
one.
of a case that he's the one who is the... Like, he's put in charge of the case
Ooh.
where he has to find who did the murders, but he knows he did the murders.
Oh, hello.
What does Crash just
Alright,
done?
now we're starting to get into some Annihilation stuff. Which
Yeah.
is kind of what I'm hoping more for.
You drove at that thing
Alright,
with the
trees are
full
solid.
conviction that you would video game it, and what happened was just more or less what would actually happen if you drove a car into a bush. I definitely had that moment when literally the first time I was behind the wheel of a car, like learning how to drive, where I was approaching like an overhanging bush in kind of like a heavily wooded North Carolina road, and in my head it was just fully like, oh, I'm just gonna hit that branch and it's just gonna like gently like brush aside like it's insubstantial. And what actually happens, of course, is a very loud, ugly noise.
Oh boy.
And my dad just kind of like deadpans, like, generally when you are driving a car, you want to try not to hit things.
Yeah, we should probably turn the car off.
Is that ambient music or like a distant plane?
There's something going on. Broadcast transmitter? No. Oh,
I like that
do need
weird
to collect
flock
that,
there.
But I don't have room in my fucking inventory.
Is that a flock of
probably store
actual birds,
stuff.
or is it like some weird going on?
Where?
Flock where?
Behind you. Behind you.
No, I think those are floating rocks.
Oh, well, that's sick. I mean, that's the kind of exclusion zone shit I come to the exclusion zone for.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. What is that sound?
That's what I was saying. I think it's the plasma generators, but I thought it was like a plane overhead, and I'm like, or it could be the soundtrack. Yeah, it's the soundtrack. A soundtrack so ambient we confuse it with diegetic noise.
If there was
That's
actually an
not what I
exclusion
expected
zone in
to
the Pacific Northwest, can you imagine how fucking insufferable the backpacking influencers would be?
Oh my god.
Taking my van life into the exclusion zone.
Time to get moving. The
Oh, this is my
incident
favorite
ticking
part,
up
the
by the
floating
seat.
rocks.
But you can't get back the way you came.
It just feels so
can't do anything.
peaceful, the floating rocks. It's like whenever I'm here, I feel like I'm one with the universe, man. Like this is what we're supposed to be doing. Sitting here in my $1 million van around a bunch of floating rocks, looking
Yeah, it's all fun and
contemplative,
games.
while I'm recorded by a $20,000 camera rig.
Find an anchor and
It's all fun and games till somebody gets annihilation bared.
But don't you worry your pretty little head about how it works.
I really gotta see that movie.
There's no reason to
I
learn
don't get
The
any
moment-
of these references.
The moment a van life influencer gets annihilation bared is the second I start watching that channel.
How do I trigger the legend? V show legend. Anchor
Annihilation is
signal.
pretty good.
There's one.
I was gonna read the
haven't
book
seen
first,
it.
but then I just never got around to it.
It's very different from the book. Although I'm enjoying the book. I'm listening to it now on an audiobook.
Oh, nice.
But like they are only sort of similar in terms of thematic concepts and the overall idea.
Oh, okay.
Like, imagine... Okay, those of you who have seen Tarkovsky's Stalker, imagine Tarkovsky's Stalker, except the guy who's, like, taking them on a tour is, like, taking a couple YouTubers into the exclusion zone.
That's not Annihilation. That's the conceit of what we're imagining. Just to be clear, if you haven't seen Annihilation, that's not what the plot of Annihilation.
Oh yeah, no, that is unrelated to Annihilation. I'm just really enjoying the idea of Stalker if the two people going to the exclusion zone were fucking insufferable. In like that specific high energy YouTube performer influencer way.
Have you seen Deadstream? Deadstream's pretty great.
I haven't.
It's a found footage horror movie where a crappy bad human being YouTuber like that goes to a haunted house and stays overnight, but it is actually haunted.
Yes.
It's great.
Oh my god, that sounds amazing.
Don't be scared. Haven't exploded in anyone's face.
I will make a note to watch that as hell.
Recently.
Feed the anchor into the arc device.
Okay, another legitimate concern I think I have with this game so far is the linear quests don't mean anything to me.
The arc device is
I don't know why
Yeah.
we're doing
You'll use
this.
it to open a gateway back to the garage, but it will immediately collapse the stability around you. So
I can live
only
without the
activate
getting
when
into the car
absolutely
animation too.
You
It's
do not want to get caught
just
in the storm
get me in the
zones.
fucking car.
Is this what we're put on this earth to do? Get in and out of cars?
Just make it
Collect scrap
quick.
metal?
Oh, some scrap metal.
No, I like it because you have to manually shut the door.
So annoying though. You just have to keep getting. Josh, what are you doing? You're supposed to stay on the roads.
No, the gateways that I'm supposed to do are down here.
Okay, wow.
I really enjoy the cavity.
All right, here we go.
feeling in a video game of just like stone cold dead ass driving a car somewhere where you would never attempt to drive a car in real life.
Yes, it looks like hot death, but it's so much better than getting scrambled by the instability.
I think
We're so screwed.
I did this wrong.
Oh my god.
This probably was one of those occasions where they expected you to get out of the car.
No, you are supposed to drive into it, but we're supposed to be much closer because the world's about to collapse, I think.
Oh boy.
Wasn't
shit, we're getting
incredibly
Fortnited?
clear.
We are getting Fortnited.
Yeah, we are getting Fortnited. Shit, alright.
Tarkovsky's Fortnite.
Cormac McCarthy's The Fortnite.
Come on.
They had
Come
the boy as
on.
a skin for Fortnite.
This is exactly how this episode was supposed to end. Ah, yeah, drive into it! Ha 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 ha!
I have the power of God.
Oh, trees. There's something about having a game that is all about having a car, and then when you want to go to a different area, you open a fucking Stargate? Like...
And now we're back where we
Oh,
This
started.
feels like a
So
game
good.
that should have been open world.
Oh, well.
Oh,
You're
man.
alive.
And then the game will keep sending us out to other places.
Yeah, I gotta say, this is not the video game that I want this video game to be.
Which
Feel
you
like
know,
sad that like that's kind of like the way we've been talking about it the whole time, but like, yeah.
Yeah, I think watching this, you can form an opinion about how much you desire this experience. We have one positive review.
There.
That station will concoct ways for you to rig up anything from roof racks to flare guns.
My review is it is scrap metal out of 5.
Should be easy as pie, but it requires anchor juice to work its
I just am
magic, so bring
so.
back as
It's
many
the
as you
most
can.
boring. It's the
And just
most
because I
boring
have to
premise
use
for a
this
game I've ever
doesn't
seen.
mean you can trash the place, mess up my equipment, and I'll throw you to the anomalies so quick.
I do think. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily disagree with Mumbles on the game needs a hook. The game needs something to anchor the player to give a crap about what's going on, other
Yeah.
than the mystery, because the mystery is
That was a
glowy.
sick ass impact hammer.
That is pretty cool. But like, we need more than glowy energy to be the mystery. Why is glowy energy? Ooh, and like, there need to be characters or a sense of impending danger or something. And instead, it's a series of fetch quests, and that's
Or
I think
some
the
reason why
damning...
we should want to like maybe we came here to do something or find
I would
someone,
also say
but
that
no.
the radio DJs are substantially undercutting the sense of wonder.
Yeah,
Well,
or horror even. You know,
I would
like-
agree, except without them, you don't know why or what you're doing, right? You wouldn't know to build this stupid impact hammer, or that you are supposed to drive into the Nightmare Death Volcano. They have to tell you, and I think that's part of the problem. Is like,
Yeah,
it's so disconnected from what you would expect this stuff. I like that
I
the Friendly
think
Dumpster just always has stuff.
I think
Oh,
the
yeah.
issue with this game is that it is trying to not like follow video game tropes, because the easiest way to tell the story of this game would be, instead of radio DJs, your girlfriend or something went into
Yeah.
the zone, and now she's talking to you through this thing, and you have
Well,
to go find her.
what
The end.
what did I just
like
do?
that would have been
What?
so much
No.
easier.
It needed something. It needed an emotional hook, and I'm not feeling that.
yeah.
I have an emotional hook of mild contempt for specifically the people who keep talking to us.
All right. Well, we've hit about an hour, so that's my summer car. I mean Pacific Drive.
My summer spooky car, where
Did we ever
material.
play My Summer Car for the spoiler warning?
No,
I don't
we've
think we
never
did.
done that. But I do have a
Huh.
question. we had summer tires. Is that a reference to my summer car? Is that like a little wink, a nod, or are summer tires a thing?
I assume it.
Summer
they mean
tires are
versus.
absolutely a thing. It's like the opposite of a winter tire.
Okay.
Exactly. I imagine there might be snow because this is the Pacific
Again,
Northwest.
I have
Josh
dedicated my life
lives
to
in a-
not being a car guy. Like,
Josh lives in a place where you do not need winter
I have a
tires.
calling. I have responsibilities here.
I have to say, I have never lived in a place where I needed winter tires.
I do. It's cold. So cold.
Even
That's
now.
why I moved to Vegas in the first place. I was tired of fucking
No.
blizzards.
Now it's hot. Now it's so hot.
But Josh, don't you find that driving the Mojave almost does make you wish for a nuclear weapon?
I was out gardening right before we recorded, so I mean, there, like, to an extent, you know.